That's a healthy damn teeth. There's no cavity in it, nothing. And those shits just fall apart. I mean, they just came out. I ain't saying nothing. I saw the teeth down there, but baby, and Tia told him today. She said,
Yes, that was me in the hospital. This video is for you guys at school, in case you were wondering why I wasn't there or didn't show up or anything. Yep. So apparently, I had to go to the hospital last night. Had a lot of trouble breathing. Seemed to have a bronchi infection, and I'm still wearing the tags. Check out my hospital bling. Oh. But yeah, it started on Friday. Like, Friday was just like a simple little headache or so. Just a sore throat, nothing major. And then all of a sudden on Saturday, my nose was just like pouring mucus, like just leaking out everywhere. It was like this thick yellow mucus, like slime. Like, I swear you could have put them all together and made your own gat splat. And then on Sunday, that's when it got worse. Started getting chest pain, getting like this nasty cough. You guys want to hear it? Yeah. And so, I had to go to the hospital. It was like freaking 9 o'clock when I went. I was like, why so freaking late? I was like, let's go, we gotta go. And then, then she got all to this whole thing like, oh, you could walk there yourself. I was like, walk there myself? I'm crazy. And I was like, I'm not walking there by myself. Like, she want me to die. What's wrong with her? It's a problem. When I got in the hospital, it was kind of weird, I usually don't go to hospitals that often, and this whole infection thing only happens like once a year to me. Once a year. Like, every year, I'll have to, like, go on, like, this machine to drain it all out of me. And, so, like, it hasn't happened in the past 2 years. And now, I guess this time it suddenly just snuck up on me. Like a rapist in the alley. You don't know when they're coming. They're just there. Whether someone will help you or not, that's up to them. And so I walked in the hospital, I was like kind of limping. My leg was hurting. I was like a little weak at the chest. So I walked in the hospital, and the lady asked me at the front desk, what are you here for? So I told my mother to do the previous talking since, had trouble breathing. I couldn't hold a complete conversation. And she sits there all dumbfounded and looks at me. What are you here for? And I'm like, what? The man who's dying. You know what? I'm going to do this. So I told her what I was here. Said I seen they had the chest infection, whatever. I told her the symptoms, the mucus and all that. And she was like, writing it down. Wait, I think it was a guy at the front desk. Was it a guy or a lady? I think it was a guy. It was a guy. Yes, it was a guy. Yes, it was a guy. Yes, the lady was in the back. I'll get there. Hold on. So it was a guy. He said all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, and that's when he started tagging me up, Not in that way, but, giving me these hospital things. What do they call these? And then, so after that, the lady's like, oh, I want to see you and stuff. So went there in the back, spoke to the lady, told her everything, what happened, and symptoms, etc. Then they checked my blood pressure, put me on the machine, and asked me about allergies or whatever. I said, I'm just allergic to pollen, nothing special. And that's how I got this allergy tag here. And then, so after that, she was like, all right, Corbin, like, Xavier, we'll see you in a minute. Go sit down. So I went and sat down, and I swear to honest God, I was fucking seeing things. Like, I'm pretty sure I seen, like, this girl that goes to my school. I'm pretty sure I seen Ashley. I seen her. I'm pretty sure I seen her. I'm not fucking delusional. Maybe I was that night, but I know that I fucking saw. So, I saw her there. Well, at least I think it was her. It might have been her. It was probably her. And then I went up to her, and I was going to talk to her. Because I wasn't so sure if it was really her. Because I was, like, kind of blind in the eyes. Couldn't really see, So I walked up. And realized, oh no, that's not her. I said, the fuck is wrong with me? I'm gonna go sit down. And so I sat down, sitting there, all bored, just looking at some magazines on the side. My mother and her little boyfriend was just talking, whatever you want to call him. And then, so I was like, just looking at some magazines, bored. I was going to listen to my iPod, but I had to listen for my name. How disrespectful would that be? I'm at the hospital and I'm sitting listening to music. It just wouldn't look good. And then the nurse says, the one that took my blood pressure, she says, "Oh, can Ashley come up?" And then the same girl who I thought was Ashley stood up. And I was like, what the fuck? So that is Ashley. So I was getting up to go talk to her. But then I stopped and said, wait, no, that's not Ashley. It doesn't look like her. But her name is Ashley. And I was like, oh, I'm so confused. And it was, what? It was just like really weird. And it was like this one couple back there who was sitting like ahead. It was like the seats in rows. And I was like at the furthest near the window. It's like this couple sitting way up there. And then they was like all kissing and stuff. And I was like, one of them has syphilis. One of them does. I know that for a fact that one of them has to. Definitely something they have up there. Yeah. So I waited for a while, and then eventually my name got called.